All right, injury report update. We've got Ron Leary, DNP. He's in the protocol still. Darren Stewart was limited. Brandon Langley was DNP. Paxton Lynch is obviously DNP. Jamal Charles was full. Talib was full. Jared Crick was DNP. Zach Kerr was limited. Devontae Booker limited, and Garrett Bowles was limited. That's the update.
Did Crick, I know with those backs, it can be tricky. Did he have a setback, or is it just kind of go through what's going on?
Yeah, I wouldn't say a setback. We're just being really smart with him. We want to get him totally healthy so he can help us in the future.
Vance, did Ron progress in the protocol? Did he have a helmet on, or was that not an indicator?
Part of the protocol is obviously putting the helmet on and coming to practice and kind of watching. So I'm not sure if he passed or not, but that's part of the protocol.
For a guy like Dak, how much in his rookie season does a good rushing attack and a good defense help him?
A guy like Dak being a young quarterback, it's critical because the pressure of making every play, it won't be on the quarterback. So running the football allows you to have short third downs. You control the clock, and you're in control of the football game. So they do a great job, obviously, with Dak running the football and keeping the third downs manageable and keeping the pass attempts to a minimum. And that keeps mistakes to a minimum. So it's absolutely critical for a young quarterback.
Against a line like that, do you have to pick your spots to pressure because they are physical, play action a lot?
That's a good question. We have a game plan. So, when we pressure, when we don't pressure, it won't be based on their offensive line ability to block us. It's more our plan. It's more what we see with protections. It's more down and distance. So I would say it's not about their own line. It's more about our plan when we pressure or not.
Do you think sometimes they force people to sort of not pressure just because of what they do?
Well, when you watch the tape, they're in so many third and shorts, it's hard to pressure them because the ball's out so quick. So that's probably the reason no one's pressuring them a lot, because they're in so many third and 2 to 4s, and that comes from having a solid run game. So they've built it right, and they've built it right for a young quarterback.
Every team tries to impose its will in some shape or form.
Sure.
Is that even more pronounced with a team that lines it up and says, hey, we're coming downhill and go ahead and stop us?
Yeah, they're easy to scout and hard to beat. So you watch them. It's not a lot of complicated schemes, but they're good at it, and they've been successful. They won 11 or 12 games straight now, and they make it look easy, and it hadn't been stressful. So what they've put together, it's worked for that football team.
It just seems kind of weird, but if you can make Dak pass a little more, that would actually be advantageous, right?
That's everybody's plan going into the game, I'm assuming. But they run the ball so well, and if you're in 2nd and 3, if you're in 3rd and 3, there's no pressure on Dak to complete balls down the field. And Dak does a great job. Dak is a young, poised quarterback. He's smart, and he runs their system. So you can't discredit Dak for what they do. He is in control of what they do, and he's good at it, and they're good at it. So it's their system. They're really good at it. We've got to find a way to make them uncomfortable.
How much more of a challenge? You guys have been excellent against young quarterbacks. This defense has.
Yeah.
Over the last few years. So if you would mind expounding on that, is he, because of their scheme and because of his poise,
yes,
is he not vulnerable to what's worked for you in the past?
I think all quarterbacks are vulnerable to pressure when it's a longer D&D, when you have more time to get to them. But the way they play, it's so many third and shorts. The ball's gone so fast. He can see the coverage and have his read pre-snap, and the ball's gone. So you don't have time to really pressure the guy. But obviously, if you get him in longer third downs, right, our scheme can take over. Vance can have a day there. So our first goal is to stop the run, and to put those guys behind the sticks. If we do that, then we have a chance to make him uncomfortable. If we don't, it's going to look the way it's looked. It's going to be very, very comfortable for that team.
How much does his ability to use his legs, whether it's in short yardage or when you think you get to him, his size, make him that much more dangerous?
He's not looking to run, but he can run. They've got some zone read stuff in the red zone that's hard to defend on our level. We don't see it a lot, but third and mediums, I mean, he can take off behind your back, so you're limited coverage-wise with a quarterback like that. So even though he's a pocket passer, I mean, he's got legs to run, so I mean, he's kind of a double threat on third downs.
Coach, you said the Cowboys' offense is relatively simple.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make your defense become more simple, or the opposite, more complicated?
Well, every NFL game, you want to go into a game and give them looks they hadn't seen. So if they're simple, obviously we can do more because the adjustments are minimal. So them being simple won't make us simple. We're going to do what we think works to win the football game. If that's complicated, it's complicated. If it's not, it's not.
Do you know what you would do if Ron doesn't play?
We've got some options. Ron doesn't play. We've got 3 or 4 guys we can play there. So it's all being explored.
What kind of complications are there when you're game planning against a linebacker like Sean Lee? Seems like that guy's everywhere.
Right. Sean Lee is a really good player. He's physical. He can cover. He's got really good quicks in the box. So I mean, he's obviously a Pro Bowl type player. But their defense, they play hard. When you watch these guys play, it's impressive. They play hard, and it's a bunch of guys that are self-made guys. It's not big name guys, and that's what makes it so impressive to me as a coach. You watch it, man. They are flying around. So obviously Sean Lee is their named player, but they've got 11 guys who play really hard, and that's their DNA.
How much did Vaughn affect the game Monday night, even though he didn't have a sack?
I think Vaughn affects the game all the time because of who he is, and we forced him to double chip both sides, so that leaves 3 guys out. We've got 6 guys over 3. So that was my point Monday about if they double chip Vaughn, the coverage has to take over and make him hold the ball so Vaughn can get there, or we knock the ball down and pick the ball off. We still win, right? It doesn't matter how many sacks we got, we still win. They were 3 out of 12 on third downs. So, Vaughn didn't get a sack, but we're 3 out of 12 on third down, so who cares? It's about team football. So if they're going to take Vaughn away, we've got ways to win third downs and to win second downs, and that's what's important, not about stats.
That's Marcus mentioned that first timeout he took early because of the crowd noise.
Sure.
We know that takes away a timeout later in the half, but how does that affect how an offense is run in the moment?
Well, obviously home field advantage here is a big deal. I mean, our fans were on fire. I mean, it was really loud in that stadium on Monday night. So if you're an offensive football team that's operating from the LOS, it definitely affects you. Your guys can't hear, the snap counts are affected. So absolutely, the crowd noise makes a difference.
Vance, DeMarcus Lawrence was a wrecking ball against the Giants the other night.
Yes, he was.
What do you see, and do you think you're going to have to give your guys a little extra help?
Well, it depends. Obviously, watching that guy, he plays really hard. Again, I mean, he really wrecked the game. So obviously, we can't let him wreck the game. So whatever we have to do schematically to stop that from happening, we will do. But he's a really good player. I mean, that entire front 4, again, they play so hard. That's their trait that they live by.
You still think Booker likely wouldn't play this week?
Booker?
Yeah, after seeing him today.
Yeah, Booker looks fine. He's progressing well. He looked quick today. His hand looked fine. He'll probably play next week, not this week.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. All right.